The world's youngest nation feared to be on the brink of collapse. After more than a week of fighting, the army says it is now getting ready to move in and retake two key cities. Let's go to Arwa Damon now, who is following the situation from Nairobi. Can you fill us in on what is the situation on the ground as we hear talk of summary executions, ethnic killings and retaliation?
It really seems to be quite a horrific picture, Michael, that is being painted. And that being said, we're really not getting a full idea of exactly how bad the violence is. Humanitarian organizations and the government itself saying that because the situation is developing so quickly and there are a number of areas that they're unable to access, they're not entirely sure of the magnitude of this ongoing humanitarian crisis. The two cities that the government is trying to retake control of, one in the very oil-rich portion of the nation, the town of Bantui, the other Bor, and that is where a lot of the violence has been concentrated. It is an area that the UN has been evacuating or relocating its non-essential staff from. The U.S., other Western nations evacuating their citizens out of the country as well. And while all of this is unfolding, you of course have the civilian population that is caught in the middle with tens of thousands of civilians trying to seek sanctuary, seek safety on various UN bases throughout the country, Michael.
And what about the government? As it says it wants to retake control of some of these areas crucial for that humanitarian situation, but also for the country's oil reserves. What about the government's capability to do so, follow through on that?
Well, at this point, the spokesperson for the military told us earlier today that he felt that the government's forces were capable of taking control of the situation, although he did acknowledge that it would be quite the challenge, saying that at this point they're not requesting additional military support. That being said, the UN is bolstering its military presence in country, drawing resources from other areas in the region, saying that its primary task is trying to protect the civilians. The issue is that this is very much a multi-layered conflict. On the one hand, you do have the political aspect of it, and that is the standoff between the current president